This is a part one recap of me opening the first 12 packs of the XY FlashFire deck. Caterpie, whose ability Adaptive Evolution means it can evolve on the first turn. Pineco. Seedot, which calls for family. You can get 2 Pokemon or 1 Pokemon from your deck and put it onto your bench. Noseleaf. Roselia, flip a coin, and if heads, defending Pokemon is asleep. Its evolution, Roserade. Whiplash means for each heads you can discard an energy to the opponent's active Pokemon. Maractus, you gotta flip 6 coins using only 1 leaf energy next turn if heads. For the next attack. The reverse hollow. Bonita. Torkoal. Fletchinder. Litleo. I'm hoping to open its evolution, the rare Pyroar card. A different version of the same Pokemon. Litleo. Feebas, whose one attack, if tails, the attack fails. Spiel, however you want to pronounce it. Celio, whose rest attack means the Pokemon is asleep and heals 60 damage. That was from the first 25. The next 25, Weasel, or Buziel, anime pronounces it as Weasel. Reverse Hollow. Its evolution, Floatzel, whose attack rescue shuffles 3 Pokemon from your discard pile, and Screwtail means if heads, then you get to discard an energy on the defending Pokemon. Reverse Hollow. Bergemite. Stomp off, discard the top card of your opponent's deck. And the Reverse Hollow. Shinx. Its evolution, Luxio. Reverse Hollow. Helioptile. Duskull. It's a very powerful basic card because revival means you get to revive a basic Pokemon, and sneaky placement, you get to move 1 damage counter to any Pokemon opponent's active Pokemon. Reverse Hollow. Its evolution, Dusclops. It's automatically confused with 1 psychic energy. The Reverse Hollow of the second stage, Dusknoir, whose ability, Shadow Void, means you gotta equalize, Pain Pellets equalizes the number of damage counters on both Pokemon. And Shadow Void means you gotta move 1 damage counter from this guy to any of the opponent's active Pokemon. And here's the regular hollow of the same card. Esper, one of the scariest looking Pokemon. Don't want to have a staring contest with this guy. Its evolution, this female Meowstic. Your influence, move as many damage counters from your opponents to any other opponent's Pokemon. And Psychic, does 10 more for each energy attached to your opponent's active. Skrulp, the dragon poison seahorse Pokemon. Golem. This Golem is similar to other Golems that has explosion. Basically, it self-destructs and kills itself. Binnacle. And it's Evo Barbacle. Rock Rush. Discard as many rock energy cards or ground energy cards, and does 30 damage times the number of energy cards discarded. And the 3 energy Boulder Crush does 80 damage. Here's the reverse holo of the same card. Now to the 3/4 mark of the cards I've unveiled. Packs 1, 2 through 12. Sneasel. Icy Wind, the Pokemon is now asleep. Skunky, whose smokescreen attack is similar to its previous one in black and white. Can't attack next turn if heads. If tails. Skunky. Its evolution. Skuntank. Push down, your opponent switches his or active Pokemon, and Acid Spray discard an energy if heads. Sandile, whose surprise attack, was similar to the other fish Pokemon. If tails, the attack fails. Its evolution, Krokorok, actually. Scraggy. A rare Durant card. Reminds me of Kevin Durant, the NBA MVP this year. Chip off. Discard cards from your opponent's hand until he or she has 4 cards left. And X Scissor does 40 damage if heads. My first fairy type, Flabebe. Aromatherapy, heal 10 damage from each of your Pokemon. The different artwork, different card of the same Pokemon. Its evolution, Floette. Its ability, Flower Veil, means each grass type gets 20 plus HP, and Fairy Wind does 20 damage. 1 energy. Fairy energy. Spritzy, Fickle attack, flip a coin. If tails, it fails. The regular holo Carbink. Pretty cool since it's probably Evo or its alternate evolution or form. Diancie will be revealed in the next Pokemon movie. And its attack, Crystal Barrier, flip a coin. If heads, prevent all damage next turn. And Wonder Blast, this attack does 20 damage for each fairy energy attached to this Pokemon. A Holo Drudgeon, for the only dragon type so far. And Revenge, if any of your Pokemon were knocked out last turn, then attack does 90 damage, and then Dragon Claw does 80. I showed you Skrelp, here's Dragolodge, and I love this ability, Poison Barrier. Prevents the opposing Pokemon prevents them from retreating. Because many times when a Pokemon is poisoned in the trading card game, the opposing player normally retreats the card so it becomes healthy again, but this prevents that. And the attack, Poison Breath, requires both Psychic and Water energy, causes the opposing Pokemon to be poisoned. One of my favorite dragon types, Gumi. And I have its reverse holo. Pretty awesome. Who can forget this guy? Pidgey. Now for the final quarter. This includes the trainer cards. Pidgeotto, sand attack. If heads, if tails, this attack does nothing. Their attack. Sentret. Reverse Hollow Sentret. Lunary. Fletchling. And if you notice, Fletchling is a normal type versus its evolution Fletchinder, which is a fire type Pokemon. Furfrou. And now to my trainer cards. Blacksmith, attach 2 fire energy from your discard pile to any Pokemon. So for Charizard, this would be very helpful. Reverse Hollow of the same type. Fiery Torch, discard a fire energy and then you can draw 2 cards. Lysander, which is similar to Pokemon Catcher in the previous Pokemon TCG, which basically switches your... You could get to choose which opponent's bench Pokemon to switch with its active Pokemon. And unlike the Pokemon Catcher, you don't have to flip a coin. And the first and only Stadium card so far. Basically, each Pokemon in play has no resistance, meaning Pidgeot and its evolutionary line, Pidgeotto, has no resistance to ground-type Pokemon. Palpad. Shuffle 2 supporter cards from your discard pile into your deck. Pokemon Center Lady, heal 60 damage and remove all special conditions, such as burn, paralyzed, poisoned, confusion, asleep. So this is more powerful than Potion or Super Potion or the like. Pokemon Fan Club, you get to search for 2 basic Pokemon and then shuffle your deck and search 2 Pokemon from your deck. Sacred Ash, which lets you revive 5 Pokemon from your discard pile. Starling Megaphone, which discards all tool cards attached to your opponent's Pokemon, and tool cards include like Evolite, which reduce 20 damage to that Pokemon that the tool card is attached to. So this is a useful card. And last but not least, Ultra Ball, which has been in play for several of the TCG series. You discard 2 cards from your hand and choose a Pokemon in your deck and put it into your hand. And here's the reverse hollow of the same card. Well, that's it for now. Part 2 and part 3 of my card opening series will continue shortly.